What's going on, but my Joey mount's not working. Today's gonna be a very quick vlog. I just want to talk about my experience being a small creator. I faced a lot of sort of challenges over the last sort of 12 to 18 months, and biggest challenge for me in my journey has always been time management. I feel like I learned a couple of new tactics and new sort of workflow that enabled me to sort of be consistent and produce at least one video a week. I share you some of the things I've learned. Like my situation, you've got a 9-to-5 job, family responsibilities, and you just feel like you don't really have enough time in the world to be able to create a video. Time is definitely a challenge. I mean, I know everyone has the same 24 hours in a day. When I first started, it's challenging, and it still is challenging. Especially now with the arrival of our second child, changes the dynamics, and some of the things that I've implemented in the past may require some tweaking. So anyways, first tip is actually do everything in the morning, early in the morning, To give you context, when I fly my drone, I usually wake up. Morning everyone, early morning start for me. It is what, 5:20, heading off to the beach. Short videos and B-rolls, so keeping it down because my wife and my kids still sleeping. Get it done and then have some family time later. Early in the morning, just before sunrise. By the time I come back home, it's quality time with the family. Life gets busy, and you get everyone has chores, everyone has things to do. Alright, sorted out my daughter's stuff. This is all my son's stuff. Let's say I'm doing the laundry, or I'm doing the dishes, or ironing. I try to do about 20 minutes transferring some files. While waiting for that to transfer my files, my backup files transferring to my laptop. Or I try to plan things that doesn't require me in it. So for example, if I'm transferring a media file from my SD card to the computer, I try to put that in and then do my chores. That will enable me to be more productive, which leads me to the next tip, which is time blocking. Time blocking your day. You can spend an hour or a particular day, block out the whole day if you want to, just to focus on what you need to do. Just finished shooting 2 videos. I'm so tired now. It's almost midnight now, so I'm actually going back to bed now. I'm actually not going back. I'm actually going to bed now. What am I trying to say? I'm so tired. Look, I stuffed up a lot of lines as well. Recording, editing, creating like Instagram videos, Facebook videos. My goal was to create 1 video a week, which is 52 videos in a year. So actually setting up sort of as time or a plan to be able to sort of do that helps me. So which leads me to another one, which is planning. You really need to create a plan in order to achieve your goal, whatever goal that may be. So Alan Lakin once said, he's an author, he once said that failing to plan is planning to fail. So which is true. Before, I didn't really have any plans. I was spontaneous. I was wasting a lot of time. I was pretty much very unproductive whenever I do my videos. But when I started incorporating a plan, like I said, if your goal is to put out 1 video a week, 6 days to actually create that video, and then you divvy it up, and within that time, within that day, within that time, you focus on, say, recording that video. The next day is editing that video. Planning is very important. That helped me a lot. Although sometimes plan doesn't generally go well, especially in my case, the last couple months, ever since my son was born, basically changed the dynamics and my schedule. However, I'm still tweaking it a little bit, and I'm getting there. Again, the next one is prioritizing your time. Putting into that to-do list to feed into your plan is very, very important. Prioritize what's important. Should you be watching Netflix now when you have a time to create that video or to edit that video? It's a balancing act, right? You definitely need to have that chill out time. I mean, I personally need some chill out time. However, you do that as a reward. I like to look at it as a reward. If you haven't done any videos, if you haven't recorded your video, it's not gonna magically appear on Saturday or Sunday when you decide to publish it, right? So you gotta put some time and effort in. Last but not the least, it's the mindset shift. Everything I talked about, if you don't have your mindset to shift to, hey, I really need to do this, then everything will not work. Look, I was in the same boat. I wasn't thinking of putting out content in there until I actually changed my mindset and actually focus on getting my priorities right, setting up a plan, setting up my schedule, particular time of day to actually focus on it, which leads me to actually create a weekly content. Again, I am facing different sort of challenges and always looking for ways to tinker it a little bit and get it a little bit better. So yeah, I'll keep you all posted if I find out a little bit more. But look, this is a very relatively quick vlog. I just want to throw it out there to you all. I know there's some of you who are similar sort of challenges like me, small YouTuber. How do you manage time? Look, those are some things that have worked well for me. So just to quickly recap, I always have a plan in place and a schedule. Second, try to maximize your time in the day, you know, chores that you're doing. If you can do, you know, set up your transfer files, or you could be doing something else that doesn't require you, put it out there so that when it comes to the time blocking during that particular 1 hour, 2 hour, you're actually being more productive in terms of, say, you're editing your videos or you're editing photos or something. Last but not least is really the mindset shift. That mindset to actually do it. You know you can do it. I've done it. That's just one of the challenges for me. I know there's multiple challenges here. As a small-time creator, if you have any tips or tricks, or if you have any additional tips on time management, feel free to comment down below. Love to hear from you. I'm using a tripod now because my Joby broke, so as you can see here, I can't even close it properly. Probably because I went out this morning to take some photos. I don't know, I must have dropped it. Anyways, I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Cheers.